Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee. And we are back with day 5 of 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. This is today's sketch. Sorry, I had to stand up. I did get my new phone holder, but it's not going to work because it's too shaky for me. So, I have another one coming. At least this time it shouldn't go flying across the room. But this was designed by Jennifer, I want to say Gagney. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I did go ahead and do my packaging technique on here. If you don't know how to do it, I have lots of other videos where I've shown how to do it. I am using these pictures. We went to Lake Winnipesaukee. And this is them riding the bumper cars. I don't care for the bumper cars because I don't like getting my head knocked around. It gives me a headache. But they always have fun. I used my mustard seed, carved pumpkin, chipped sapphire, and candied apple to do this, and pretty much y'all saw me do this. I literally just put a little bit over here, spray some water, take some packaging, and dip it, and then just tap it. So I am gonna be using the Echo Park, let's see, My Favorite Summer collection. I think I got that when I was still part of the Echo Park monthly kit, but I loved it for a long time, but then I ended up canceling because I felt like everything was the same. All the colors were the same. It was the same design for everything. They just changed it up slightly. And I like to, I don't know, mix and match, do things that are different. And I could pull together stuff with the same colors, I guess, but I just wanted something different. I felt like it was just, I was getting the same thing every month. So, I canceled that. So, anywho, I did fussy cut some flowers out of one of the papers. It's actually the back of this green paper that I'm going to use. Just to give me some extra floral embellishments. I wanted it to have like a summer vibe, because I also have the 6x6 of that, and I have all the little embellishments, but I just picked a few things to use. I love this side. Like, this is what I fussy cut the flowers from, but this is me. Like, I love this. I don't necessarily love that it's the bright colors, but I do for summertime. But today, I'm going to actually use the green side. And I cut my pictures down to 4x4. And so, I made the photo mats 4.5 by 4.5. And I used the 6x6 paper pads. So I have some scraps that would be great for making cards or to use on another layout. Which is generally what I do. My leftovers, if I have something laying around that matches, I will turn it into a layout. Sometimes I'll make a card, but I really like using up my scraps to make layouts. Okay, so this is, let's see, those are 4x4, so 4.5 by 4.5, so that's 9. So I think I made this 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. I'm pretty sure that's the size of this one. Okay, so then, I kind of laid it out beforehand, as y'all know I like to do. but I put the colors with the matching mat lock. And then this was a scrap piece that I had. It already, apparently I had used the cut aparts on something. So this had a little corner cut out of it, but it's okay because I'm still going to use it. I just cut it down and I'm going to hide it with one of my bumper car embellishments. And these are, I cut these on my Cricut. These are bumper cars that I cut out for a swap that I actually made. When I'm doing swaps, I always try to, like, sometimes with the theme, it's like really fun to go all out and think, oh, I can make this just because it fits the theme. But I always try to keep in mind the people getting my swaps, and like I always try to make something that I would use, and I try to keep it generic. Like I want it to look extra, you know, and be beautiful, but I also want to keep it so that people can customize it, and that way it gets used. Because there's nothing that I hate more than getting a swap that's just out in left field and then you really just can't use it. So if you're going to put all your time into making, you know, those beautiful pieces, make it something that is relatable, that, you know, a lot of people could use. That's like I've received stuff for like scuba diving before. And I'm sure there's lots of people that could use that, but I'm not one of them. I've never been scuba diving. Probably never will. I'm really not an ocean person. I live in the mountains, so I've been to the beach before, but I wasn't impressed. Not enough that I want to just go to the beach. And I know there's lots of y'all that probably do love the beach more than anything else, but I'm a homebody and I really love being at home in the mountains. Okay, so I'm going to tape this one down. These cut aparts are so hard for me to cut up and use the other side because I always love them. I'm like, no, what if I could use those on a page? But I've been trying to get out of that habit and actually just use up what I have, because, you know, it may never roll around to use it up. Okay, so we're still following the sketch. I did mix media like it showed, and I did the grid of pictures. So I wanted to leave this one open and just add my my die cuts down there so that I could add in the story. Well, not necessarily a story, but, you know, the title. Talk about what's going on, whatever. Let's see here. I think I want to do them like this so that it kind of looks like they're racing each other. And I think I'll stick just a little piece of foam tape behind each flag just to pop it up and give it a little bit of dimension. I may end up going back and just outlining like my flags, like with my white pen. Maybe draw some lines on the cars. We'll see. I'm still thinking about it. If y'all know me, I don't think about anything too long because I just go with it and I'm like, okay, it's either good or it ain't. Okay. Now, this is out of the embellishment pack. And I thought I would just use this. And then I pulled this sticker from the sticker sheet. And I thought that I would just put it here so that it said summer days like these are what make life so sweet. It was so hot the day that we went. This was last year, and I actually think I had a heat stroke. Like, I passed out for quite some time and didn't think I was gonna make it back to the car. So, yeah, it kind of turned my husband off from um, going back. I wanted to go for Mother's Day this year, and he's like, "We're never going back to Lake Winnie," and I'm like, "No, I really want to go, but we'll see." I was having a lot of health issues that wasn't really diagnosed or addressed yet, so I've kind of got things a little more under control now, so I think it would be okay to go back. They have a water park there. Um, it's really fun. Let's see, I'll put that one there. Okay, and I got these little. I hope all of this is in frame because I really cannot see my phone at all unless I stand up. I got all these little chipboard pieces from the chipboard embellishment pack because, like I said, it was a whole kit. Let me pull this down since I'm actually seeing it. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm always a work in progress. But I thought I would just make the little flags up here. And I'm just going to use some of my tacky glue to hold it down. Let's see. Maybe I should lay them out before I get busy gluing. They'll be all wonky and... Yep, see? I would have had two blue ones together. Let's see. Let's put that one there and this one here. Okay. I think I like that all right. All right. Well, now it's not. Let's see. That's the good thing about the tacky glue. You got a minute to work with it before it really sets in good. But then once it's dry, you ain't getting it up. I just like using it to hold down these heavier pieces so they don't fall off in my albums throughout the years, because that tends to happen, especially if you use the tape runners. I used to use the tape runners for all of my stuff, the permanent ones, and going back through my albums, because where I've been scrapbooking 27 years, when I look back in my albums, there's so many pieces that fell down into the page protector that I have to glue back on, or letters that fell off that I used the tape runner on, so I don't use it anymore. I think I want to put this on here. It says super fun day. It would look cute, but I don't know if I want something up there or not. Okay, I'll leave it half stuck and then I'll think about it. Okay, like I said, these are just fussy cut pieces. A lot of people wouldn't use this or fussy cut it because most of the flower's missing. And like this one's on the edge, you got a corner. You know, most people go for the big fancy ones in the center of the paper, but since I was using it to back this, I didn't have a lot of the really big ones. But I like using these just as good because you can tuck them. You can tuck them in behind and all that stuff. So I feel like it you know, makes a big difference. But since you already have a an edge, you can always just tuck it behind it or set it right up against it and put it down, and then you can make your little clusters around. So I wanted to kind of just, oh, come on. My glue must have some of those glue boogers in there. It don't want to come out. It's too early. It's too early for it. But see, like this one you can put on the corner, and hopefully I'm in frame. But you can just put it on the corner, but then you can just work on building from that, because you can tuck more in behind there. See, like here's this one, like that leaf is cut off, but you can just tuck it in and you're not going to be able to tell. Like, so I love that, because you're getting more use out of your stuff. And I do like to add a little bit of foam tape in here and there. Just to help give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, here's this corner one. Do I want it up there, or do I want it down here? Okay, I think I'm going to put it up on that corner. And I might add another one that pops up to give it a little something. Let's see if I got a small one. Well, maybe that one. I'll pop it up and put it up against the edge, since it's an edge piece. Pretty much you're just building. As Ginger likes to say, there is no wrong way to play with paper. It's literally just all about what you like. It is your books, so, you know, if you're making pages that make you happy, and it may not be exactly like someone else did it, or the technique they showed you how to do it, you know, you just figure out your own way, and put your own spin on it, and as long as you love it, that's all that matters. Let's see, and then I'm just going to work on filling in across here to make this my big, my really big cluster. Let's see, I think I'll use these. Okay, yeah, I think I'll stick a little piece of foam tape on there. I'll add just a little bit of glue back there. But usually with the foam tape, it ain't going nowhere. And then you can just add in some smaller pieces. Okay, let's see here. I need to add in, should I do this corner? Or should I keep it with the 3? I do like my 3s, y'all. I don't know. I almost feel like it's naked over here if I don't put something. Let's see. I think I will. I think I'll just put some small ones right here. Because if not, I feel like it looks naked. But it's breaking my rule of doing 3s. Okay. I have a few more pieces left. And I can just go in and tuck those in pretty much wherever. And see, you could put this one on the edge, or you could just hide both sides. If I could get it under there. I probably almost glued it down too much. Okay. But see, and you can't even tell that it has two wide edges. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. So it's a great way to get just a little more bang for your buck out of those them papers, and to you know, get more embellishments. If you didn't buy the embellishment packs, I mean, you know, you could have just made your own title out of letter stickers if you did, or a Cricut if you have a Cricut. If you didn't have this part from the embellishment packs, you know, you could spell out your title and have trying to work that in, hide the little edges. But you know, you could take and get way more embellishments just taking and fussy cutting one of your papers that has a large pattern on it. Okay, so that's all my flowers on there. Now, I think that just to add a little more pizzazz, I think I will take and use some of these sequins and just put some of them in for the center of the flowers. Let's see, let me find my little jewel picker over here. Okay, I'll add a little bit of this glue. I hope you guys are joining along with and watching everyone else that's posting videos for the 30 days of sketches. The playlist is below. You can go check all them out. There's also a Facebook group. I absolutely love looking through and seeing what everyone else has created. Sometimes it helps spark my creativity, because I know whenever I look at a sketch, a lot of times I tend to see it very literal, and I think I get inside my own head just trying to think about what I could do, but I try to make it match so much. So looking at what someone else did, and then I end up not liking my page usually, because I've tried to make it exactly like the sketch, and it's so far from my style or how I would normally do things. So seeing how someone else creates it helps me get out of my own head sometimes and think, oh yeah, well, I don't have to be that literal with it. You know, I could totally do something else. So it's always fun to go and check out and see what everyone else is doing. Let's see. Sorry, my air conditioner's kicking on, y'all, so it's gonna make that feedback noise. If anyone that is really good at using editing software has any tips or would be willing to coach me through doing some how to use the editing software, I would greatly appreciate it, because there's a few things that I don't know how to do, and I've tried and I end up messing up my video. But like cutting things out, or adding things to to it at like different parts of the video. But I won't bore you with all the boring details. But if if you have a YouTube and you use the editing software, I would greatly appreciate some advice on doing a few different things so that I can edit better and y'all don't have to suffer through some of my hijinks. Like the phone hitting the table or the loud bang yesterday from the paper trimmer falling over, because I don't know how to cut that out or cut sound out of certain parts of the video. I don't know how to do any of that, so I apologize. I'm still very new. I've only had YouTube for just barely over a month now, and I've greatly enjoyed it, but it has been a learning curve. I'm very encouraged by all y'all's comments from y'all that watch me. I appreciate you, and I love you guys. And I love reading your comments, and even if I don't respond back, I do read them. I try to put a little like and a heart on it whenever I've read it. So thank you guys for joining me today. I will post some close-ups at the end, and until tomorrow, bye y'all.